Excellent, boys and girls, welcome back to the Fenton Forest Farm 4X with me, See What He So, here on the beginning of the 4th day of spring. Oh, it's a lovely, beautiful morning again. I have managed to get quite a bit of work done yesterday, or at least since the recording of the last video, which, by the way, I had a heart attack a minute ago. Before I sat down to record this video, I thought I best just watch the last few minutes of the video just to make sure everything recorded okay and everything was fine. And of course, I've been doing some rendering this afternoon in between recording yesterday's or the last episode of Fenton Forest and this one, even though it's the same day. It's still the 2nd of January for me as I record this. Obviously, I recorded one video early today and now I'm recording this video tonight, but in between I've done some rendering of other videos and uploading and scheduling of other videos as I start to get back into the swing of things following the Christmas and New Year break. But for a minute I thought I'd deleted the video I'd recorded earlier because I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it on my computer. When I went to open up Vegas, I couldn't see a video, and I was looking at it and I was like, oh my god, because obviously what I generally do, once I render a video, I delete the raw recording to obviously save space on my hard drive and keep space free. I delete it as I go. I delete my videos as I render them. And I was like, oh my god, have I deleted it by accident when I was removing some of my Software Inc. and Jurassic World videos? But no, it wasn't. I didn't delete it. I just haven't got used to looking at 2020 as a date yet and seeing that as being the most recent. For some reason, when I went into my video list, the video I recorded today was at the top of the list. It was at the top of the list of videos. I was looking at the bottom of the list. And I was like, I can't see the video. So I've got to get used to the fact that when it records videos, my computer does it as 2020-1-2 and then the time stamp and then a load of random numbers. It puts the year first, then the month, then the actual sort of day. And well, I just got very, very confused. Right, where are we? We are in seasons. The cows need some TMR. That shouldn't be terribly difficult. I have made some since yesterday. I've also got my big tanker, by the way. He did eventually finish using all the slurry, moving all the slurry up to the BGA. I then subsequently refueled him because he very nearly had no fuel left by the time he had done that. And then I've now got him doing digestate to the fertiliser factory that sometimes turns invisible if you have your settings wrong in the game menu. Remember that one? Yeah, he's currently delivering all the digestate there, turning it into fertiliser that we can maybe sell in the not too distant future to make even more money. Not that money's an issue or anything on this map. Right, total mixed ration, done, fine, perfect. Cross that one off the list of things we have done. I emptied the eggs yesterday, started to get them stacked on the trailer over there, so that's not a problem. I will need to feed chickens at some point. Best go grab some wheat. Every video is going to start the same now, with me doing animals first thing in the day. We may have the luxury of throwing in greenhouse refilling at some point into one of these episodes. Because they're going to need to be done soon. They're going to need their manure and water doing. Whilst that's filling, I'll bring you into here. We'll switch the grass. Oh, my controller is still playing up in this game. It's dangerous. Right. So grass is growing. Yay. Fields are growing. Yay. Field 24 is not growing. everything fertilised. You see, Mr. Big Rogator has finished fertilising field 23. We also did field 25. And we did field 19 with 1 coat of fertiliser. I also did field 19 and field 25 yesterday with herbicide. Or earlier today, should I say, with herbicide. So they've been weeded. I just need to get another bit of fertiliser put on that grass field. We need to get field 19 done once it's grown on a bit more. And then field 22 obviously is the last field we need to get planted, and then whatever field 24 does. I'm waiting to see if sugarcane will actually regrow with seasons or whether it doesn't. Right now it's apparently not quite warm enough. Apparently it's not quite warm enough for me to do for the sugarcane to germinate and that, so I need to wait a few more days. The trouble is, if I leave it too long, then that field is just, it's not going to get the crop put on it this year because it'll be too late. If we head into summer, it'll be too late. So then that field will just get ploughed and left as fallow. And then obviously I'll have to have a think about what else we put on it. Feed the pigs. Give them some water. Food, please. Thank you. Now, there was a couple of other things I was looking at whilst I was doing some of the other work off camera, like the spraying and that. There's a couple of things that are coming up that we may be able to do before the end of spring. For example, if we go into this menu here and look at corn, corn has another spike in prices in the summer. So I still have 500 odd thousand litres of corn sitting in my silo, which I will be able to sell at the beginning of summer and get rid of. The wool is at its best price tomorrow, so that is when we'll get the all the wool emptied from the sheep pen and get that all sold off. All the wool we've currently got in storage, there'll be a big wool sale day tomorrow in game, so you can probably already guess what the next video is going to be, or should I say what the next video thumbnail will be. Probably be me, a truck with a load of pallets of wool on the back, and it'll probably just be me driving backwards and forwards, loading up the wool, taking it to the wool sell point, and getting it all sold off. Now we're all going to have to do now, because of the old TMR situation that I encountered. We're soon going to need more hay, because hay's the critical ingredient in TMR. TMR uses twice as much hay as it does silage and straw in that particular machine. I know if you're manually mixing TMR yourself, you could do twice as much silage, you know, 2 lots of silage to 1 part hay, 1 part straw. But these machines use more hay, because silage, generally speaking, is more difficult to get hold of, because, you know, you have to do the grass, you have to ferment it, you either have to put it in a bunker, and muck about with all that sort of stuff, covering it up, fermenting it or whatever, or you've got to put it in bales and then you've got to muck about waiting for the bales to ferment with seasons. But silage is much harder to get hold of. Normally, in-game, normally speaking, in-game, silage is much harder to get hold of. More time consuming. So the machine that I have uses twice as much hay, uses 2 parts hay to 1 part silage, 1 part straw to make TMR. So I'm going to need to make a lot of hay, and you know, my track record with making hay in seasons is very bad, to the point where I've often accused seasons of being broken when it comes to hay. But as we found out at the end of last year in one of my last Fenton Forest videos, it is possible to get hay and to get bales of hay. So we shall do that, but we're going to need some more equipment. Now if I quickly go to these, how are these doing? 40%. You know what, I'm almost tempted to fill these up, you know. Question it. The trouble is I've just used my little trailer, and I don't have another little trailer anywhere. I may therefore leave them. A tractor, but I don't want a large tractor. He'll do. What I can of course do is do the water today. Like I say, the issue with the manure, I will fill the manure up then once the sheep have eaten all the hay and I've got that little trailer, because I've got manure in my I've got plenty of manure in the old manure silo thing. So yes, we've got quite a lot of corn, 559,000 litres still, which would be nice to get rid of. As I say, my plan this year, our one and only cornfield, we're going to do is we're going to forage harvest that field. We're not going to do corn. We're going to do cotton on field 22, obviously, and then we've got wheat and barley and oats and stuff up here. We are going to need straw. Going to have to do a lot of straw, because again, TMR needs a lot of straw, and I don't have a lot of straw left. If I take you over to the machine in a minute and show you, we are really getting quite critical on straw. And as of yet, I don't have any straw bales, because I got rid of all my other straw bales before I put those fermenting, the new bale storages in. My global company bale storages, I got rid of the bales from. I didn't keep any of the bales. So the bales I've got have only been produced since I redid the bale area on the map. So yeah, for me, straw bales this year is going to be pretty critical. We're going to have to get some of them made. JD. Now both of my rogators, Fenton rogators, are back at the farm. Both of them were actually employed as herbicide sprayers to do those two jobs. The only liquid fertilizer sprayer I've got currently is the big one, whatever it's called. Oh, I've forgotten its name. The big one, the big 50-metre one. What's it called? Oh, my brain's gone. My brain has gone. I've forgotten the name of it. I was only using it a couple of hours ago. How can you've forgotten it? Oh, the Rubicon. It's because it starts with R, and I was like, I was going to say rogator. I was like, it's not a rogator. And then I couldn't accept it. Its name didn't begin with R, but it does. It's the Rubicon. Oh, how could I forget that? As I say, I'm not worried about the weeds on this field because they're going to get destroyed anyway once we seed it. It should be fairly soon. I'm hoping. Trouble is, with everything else I want to kind of sort of do in the next couple of days, like I say, the fact that tomorrow is going to be getting rid of all the wool. Got to get rid of all the wool, and that's quite a lengthy process because I've got to spawn the pallets, load them on the auto load trailer. I can only spawn, I think, 14 at a time. So I can't remember. I think there's like 110 in there, and I've forgotten how many we can transport in one go. But there's certainly going to be probably 3 or 4 journeys to that wool sale point. The old spinner ring to get rid of the wool. Also, since recording earlier today, there's been a couple of new mod releases for the game. Looks like some of the Giants testing team is back at work following the Christmas and New Year holidays. There's a couple of mods come out on the mod hub today. One of them was an egg storage mod, and I was quite excited about it because I saw in the thumbnail picture there was a picture of a pallet of eggs. I was thinking, oh, that's perfect, just what I need. But when I looked at it closer and actually went and had a proper look at it, it's a global company mod, and basically it takes the little egg boxes that your chickens make, and if you put them into it, you can then get a pallet of eggs out. So it'll store so many little boxes in it, and then once it gets full, it'll give you a pallet, which you can then take and sell. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you any way to store a pallet, which is what I need, because my chickens already produce the eggs in pallets, and I would hate to turn off the egg pallet mod and go back to having little stupid boxes everywhere, because that's annoying. So I need somebody to do and it would be nice if the mod person was listening. Oh, stop, don't drive the sprayer into the river. Before you go into the... Stop what you're doing before you go into the menu. Yeah, if we're going to miscellaneous, these mods, these things, like the guy who made these, GTX, and the guy who made, obviously, I think, the orchards, and I think he also made... the dry product storage, farm products, animal feed shelf. He did those. He did the silo displays that I'm using, and obviously he does the wool storage mod as well. I wish he would do a version of that mod, but for eggs, to store pallets of eggs. Because again, with seasons, you generally have to hang on to your eggs for a bit to get the best price. And it'd be nice just to chuck all the eggs that you make for a year into a storage and then just sell them in one go. Pick them up on the auto load trailer, take them off, sell them, get rid of them. Now I shouldn't imagine for 1 second that this is going to work. Nope. Didn't work. So I can't fertilise this grass again. Just yet. Right. But like I say, we are going to need to get some grass. Because we're going to need to make a lot of hay. Now there's a couple of ways we can do that. One of them is to use a brand new mower. Which we've got. It's in here somewhere. And we can get that transported to the store. How many balers have I got, by the way? Have I got just the one? The Fenton one? Yeah, high density baler, 6,000 litre bales. I think this has a baler in it, doesn't it? With the bale chute on the back. Right. Find the store. There it is. Reset that back to the farm. Reset that back to the farm. I did remember to put the cover on that, didn't I? I did. Don't want me hay rotting. Right. Should we go and have a look at what this can do? I do believe I can attach that straight to that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right. Do 10,000 litre bale. What size bales have we been doing? Because we want to do the same size realistically. Got the grass in it. Which one's got the hay? That's got the grass. Yeah, we was doing 10,000 litre bales. Not a problem. We'll stick with that then. Holy crap, holy. That's quite big. Now I do believe the grass around most of the map is ready to harvest. If we get round by this field, it's more or less ready to harvest. Or should I say, it is ready to now, apparently the good thing is okay, it's a bit weird. Also seems to be missing. Baler seems to not be following the mower quite accurately. Might be because I've been around this field. I'm actually mowing the bit that we forage harvested it last year. I bet if I come out a bit, yeah, that's better. Mowing more now, but unfortunately he's not picking it up and baling it as well, is he? That's a bit of a shame, I'm not going to lie. It looks to me like the swath isn't being dropped in the middle of the mower, which is something that's always bothered me. It's the same with combines as well. When you've played the game long enough, you'll have noticed. They do the same. They don't quite drop the swath in the centre of the machine, which means when you're trying to bale and you're driving down the exact same centre, the balers struggle to pick up all the swath unless you make the pickup on the baler wider. When you're mod making, when you're in Giant's Editor, you have the option to make the pickup area actually wider than how the machine actually looks. And that's one of the things I generally do with any balers that I've downloaded and installed. I've gone in and made the pickups wider to solve the issue that you have with them not actually picking up the grass when you're trying to mow it or bale it. So it looks like some of this has collisions and so I think some of those extra bits are there's a bit of an issue with this mod. I don't think it should have that many head attachments on it, because this is basically a big M 500 mower. Which I do have installed the chrome big M500. So that's definitely mowing at wider than, I mean, 13.5 meters I would say would be between those two really outer edge ghost units, I would say, shouldn't be there. I reckon that's something not quite right there with this mod. I mean, the baler seems quite nice, apart from the fact that the pickup's a little bit on the narrow side. Anyway, we'll do a quick couple of these, and then I'll ground with the baler on its own. Make sure I get all the grass swath picked up, and then we'll come round with the trailer, pick all the bales up. It's a shame it's got those two extra units on it. If it was just the front one and the two side ones, this would be a very nice mower mod. I'm not sure I really like those extra invisible, no collision having units on that don't make any sense to me for what is supposed to be a 13.5 metre wide mower. Just slid past the tree, and bless me for sneezing. That had some issues. That's going to be a bit of an issue. The fact that the bales are in the way. I doubt there's that. Oh, there might be. Looking at that corner down there, I was starting to think there probably isn't enough grass left to warrant me coming round here to pick it up. But I mean, just seeing that corner, I would say there's enough. And we got a decent little bit from that, didn't we? Not down here, right? It's because that flipping bar on the back is so flipping overly long. Whoever's done this mod really could have done with doing a bit more work on it, I think. I don't think the attacher on the back really needed to be that length. And like I say, could have done with getting the swath position to baler pickup correct instead. Baler actually did quite a terrible job of baling. To myself, in future, if I want to do this, I'll be better off doing it with my baler, with the wider pickup, and possibly even my own mower. Unless I go for the big M500. I think I bought them, didn't I? I didn't lease them. Maybe. I didn't lose any money on that, thankfully. Yeah, I think in future I'd go for that. That's the basically somebody's taken that mod to make that mod, and unfortunately it's got extra unit. It's got an extra unit or something that's on it that it shouldn't have, and it's all a bit not working properly and doesn't look very good. Oh well, it was something worth a try. I'll be honest, the only reason I got that mod pack originally, the only thing that kind of interested me enough to download it, because this is all one pack of things, but what kind of made me download it was the fact that, I mean, because obviously it's got really freaking stupidly over-exaggerated fill rates and stuff, but it had the big Swadro windrower before the Chrome one came out. On the mod hub, this had a big 18-metre windrow, which was brilliant, and then it's got this easy cut special trail behind mower attachment, which is 18 metres, and I quite like that. I use that on my Lone Oak save to mow a field. It doesn't swath, so you still need to TED windrow and everything. You still have to TED and swath and everything, but you can do 80-metre sections of grass very quickly and very easily. Tow it behind a regular tractor. Like I say, if you've got the Chrome Swadro, you can windrow it. been having this issue, and I definitely think it's my controller, where when I do make slight adjustments to like my steering direction, the truck just turns massive. Like a couple of times coming down here, I've almost driven into the crop and caused crop destruction. And I ain't steering that much, like there. I only move the joystick a little bit. But I reckon it kind of sticks. And then it over exaggerates the turning angle that I've applied. I experience it more noticeably on like a map like Greenwich Valley, where you've got the narrow roads and stuff like that, because I'm forever driving into the hedges and fences as I'm trying to drive to sell points and stuff on the map, because I just cannot. Every time I make a tiny little steering import to stay within the white lines and stay in my lane, I end up flipping, like I say, in the hedge at the side of the field. I ain't had this controller very long. I only bought it last year, and I'd be surprised if it's that messed up already. I mean, I know I spend a lot of hours playing games, but still, I would expect it to have a bit more longevity and a bit more lifespan when you pay 30 odd quid for it. Even missed some grass on here, look. Hasn't mowed all the grass, so again, when you're turning quite tight angles around a field, it seems to struggle a little bit, that mower. Which I definitely think is also a problem on the Chrome Big M500 if you use that. Has a similar tendency. Unloaded that on there. Drive this into my bale shed, and this will get rid of all my lovely bales. I must remember as well, I do need to get a screenshot for this video. They both grass on that side. Or indeed. Right, quickly pose for a photo. Say cheese. There we go. That'll probably be the thumbnail for this episode, although I might frame it a little bit better. There we go. Thumbnail done. I don't really know what else to do at this point then. As I say, tomorrow's the big day as far as selling wool. We need the grass to grow before we can spray it again. As same as field 19, we need that to grow before we can fertilise it again. And we just need it to get warmer before we can plant the cotton. So that's really all I've got to do at this point in time. So thank you everybody for watching today's episode. I will see you all again very soon with the next episode in the series. For now, if you'd be so kind as to click that like button for me, leave a comment of some sort, just any comment, even if it's just hello. That's fantastic for the YouTube algorithm and really helps the video out. And of course, if you're not doing so already, please go and subscribe. And I will see you again very soon. Goodbye for now.